On the one hand, you have one of Hollywood's most beloved actors. On the other, two unknown men leveling such disturbing and really serious charges. And tonight, for the very first time, we're hearing from the attorney for those men. I want to bring in Showbiz Tonight's Kareem Winter, who just today interviewed Okari Okorocha, who's the attorney representing these two men who are accusing John Travolta of sexual battery. Now, Kareem, you just spoke with the accuser's attorney. He really gave you such incredibly detailed accounts of both the alleged incidents that he says involved Travolta and these male massage therapists.
AJ, he sure did spell it out for me. In fact, he claims that in two separate incidents, Travolta turned a massage appointment into an unwanted sexual advance. Watch.
My client tells him, well, I guess get on the massage table, puts a sheet over him. The guy's kicking it off with his legs. Travolta keeps taking it off. My client keeps putting the sheet back on. Travolta keeps taking it off, saying it's sticky, it's uncomfortable. You know, my client doesn't know what to do. He has a high level of responsibility in terms of his job there, and he's trying to, remain professional. But Travolta goes into, well, he likes a lot of glute work, and he likes his glutes done, meaning his buttocks.
Now, in this interview with Mr. Okorocha, boy, did he go into so many details regarding things that are in the lawsuit and the incidents that were filed back to incidents from January 16th as well as the 28th. I asked Marty Singer, John Travolta's attorney, to respond to this, and he had a mouthful to say. First of all, unlike Mr. Okorocha's claims that John Travolta was in Los Angeles at that time, well, Singer said we can prove it. That's absolutely ridiculous. In fact, he is going to be providing plane tickets that show that John Travolta apparently left Los Angeles on the 15th, flew to New York for a job, a movie, that he got there on the 15th for pre-production of a film, that on the 16th he actually had a wardrobe fitting that he's going to be providing us at photo as well, and that he even dined at a New York night spot, a New York restaurant on the 15th. So he says he has proof that places John Travolta on the East Coast. He also responded to claims that Mr. Okorocha said that there are so many more people just waiting to come forward. We're just vetting them right now. Well, Singer said that's also baloney. He said, do you know how many people contact me each day wanting to sue this person, wanting to sue that person? Anyone can do it, and that he's not at all concerned. And finally, AJ, he was also, Marty Singer, John Travolta's attorney, adamant about the fact that he claims that no lawsuits have ever been filed against Travolta, any that have even been settled, nevertheless, as Mr. Okorocha contends. So it's getting quite messy here.
Yeah, and it surprises me that the attorney, Mr. Okorocha, would know about any lawsuits filed against John Travolta. Let me bring in Sonny Hostin, legal contributor for In Session on True TV. What about that? Because this guy is saying that this has been a pattern of behavior with John Travolta. How would he know that?
Yeah, that doesn't ring true to me, only because if there were indeed settlements, those are typically confidential, especially in any case involving sexual allegations. And so that seems a bit strange. And we know that lawsuits are sort of public record. And given the fact that John Travolta, as you mentioned, is this beloved actor in Hollywood, so well known, any time a lawsuit like that would have hit the clerk's office at the courthouse, we would all be talking about it.
And that's probably what happened here and why we're talking about it now. Kareem, the accuser's attorney, also told you that he wants to get Travolta on the stand to answer to these claims, didn't he?
He did, AJ, and in fact, he says that when that happens, he will have witnesses. Watch what he said.
Travolta will have to get on the stand and answer my questions as to where he was, and I will parade the 100 or so witnesses that we've located so far.
More people are coming forward.
Droves.
Yeah, but Sonny, obviously this is a high-profile case, and now the word is all over television. Couldn't that, in fact, bring more and more people out to make claims, true or not?
Well, it could, certainly. I mean, there are those people, those gold diggers that are going to come out there and perhaps make allegations that aren't true. But I have to tell you, AJ, sometimes when you're talking about victims, true victims of sexual assault, there is strength in numbers. And in my experience, having prosecuted a lot of sex crimes cases, when you have one accuser come forward, other victims do feel more comfortable and confident coming forward. So that kind of cuts both ways for John Travolta.
All right, well, I do want to make clear that all of these are just allegations at this point, and the lawsuits are filed by unnamed accusers. Showbiz Tonight did reach out to John Travolta's attorney, Marty Singer, about those accusations. I want to read to you exactly what he told us about this. He said, "This second anonymous claim is just as absurd and ridiculous as the first one. The attorney who filed the lawsuit on behalf of his second anonymous client, who does not want to disclose his name, although he is required to do so, was notified that his first client's claims were totally false and fabricated. Since our client was not in L.A. when anonymous Doe number 1 claims he interacted with John Travolta." Well, there you have it. I guess we're going to have to continue to watch this play out. Kareem Winter, Sonny Hassan, thank you both.